Hi everyone. For this episode, I'm going to talk to you about online auctions. I buy a lot of my vintage items from online auction houses. This particular one was from Alderfer Auction back in July of 2022. I have shown videos about buying at vintage and antique shops and thrift shops, but primarily this is how I source a lot of my items. So when you go on the left side is all the main information about the auction, and on the right side are all the items that are for sale. So you can preview all of these items before you actually bid. And there's a little section here called Buyer's Premium. That is 20% for this particular auction house, and that's in addition to what you pay for the item. Also, you will see the pickup day by appointment only, and you have to be available at that date and time to pick up your items. This estate sale had a lot of vintage Christmas and Easter, so it was right up my alley. I bought this lot for $84 total, so it was $70 plus the premium. These are the pictures. When you click through in advance of the auction, you can see the details of what you're buying, and it only has 2 detailed photos of some of the items. So this interested me because there were a lot of items in that picture. So when we got home and opened up the items, I was pleased to see how many items there were and the quality of items, because the pictures were limited. The one thing that was shown in the pictures were these tin litho eggs in a separate picture, and I actually listed these up real quick. Only 2 of them were actually marked with the brand that you could date it by. The other ones were not. They are candy containers, but I had just put those up real quick last night and they went for $15. So those are actually already sold. And these are mercury glass-like eggs. Very pretty. They're not really, you can't really stand them up, but they're not ornaments either. So I put these up for $23 on eBay last night, and they sold in 20 minutes. So those 2 lots. This is a ceramic egg, so that's a separate lot. So this one and this one are ceramic, and those are up separately. But just between litho eggs and those eggs, we've already made $38. The rest of these items, I love these little baskets. These are really nice detailed baskets and these are actually glued in here, so they are stationary. You can't really take them out. But they're like little mercury glass balls that are meant to look like eggs. So I have those up for, I think I have the up for auction at 20, because that's not a common item. I only have one up, and then I'll sell the other one once that sells. There's these little foil egg figurines. They cover them with foil and then hand paint them, the resin inside. So those 3 are up. This tin litho Easter bunny with egg cart is made by Jay Xian. You can see that marking right there. He's very cute. He does have some condition issues on the inside of the egg cart and on the wheels, and then on the back side. So typically they go for $35 to $45, but because of the condition issues, I started it a little bit lower. These are Fisher Price little egg carts. These do have some breaks in the plastic, but even just to have the plastic basket still on, see right there, it's marked Fisher Price 304. It's a cute little ducky, and it's just wood decoupaged paper. I think these are from the 50s or 60s. We got a duck and a bunny. They're very cute. I have those up for auction, $45 a piece. They are pretty rare as Fisher Price goes. And then there's this beautiful, sleek hull ceramic planter. Now, it is not marked hull. It is marked Made USA, and it has the mold number on there, 942. So I looked that up on the internet, and it was on Worth Point as early hull. It almost looks Art Deco in style. It's very sleek and simple in form, but it has a certain elegance to it. So this one has sold in the past for $45. It is pretty rare, so I don't really know. That sale was like a year ago. I've only seen There's one in pink that I saw and one in white, just like this. There was only 2 other items. One was on Etsy and one was sold, I believe, on WorthPoint. So that's a nice item. Similar age as that one, because this has that same crazing on it, but it is the cutest little bunny with his holding his little cabbage pot here. There are some, you see that little dot under his neck and then right in front, and also you can see there probably was green applied to this at some point that is worn off, the little cabbage pot. But no markings, but really darling. Crackling on it gives it a little bit more character and vintage flair. This is a Hull lamb. It is marked on the bottom. It's listed a lot on eBay for nursery decor. He's got the blue bow and then he's got the pink in his ears. He's really cute. That's a very common planter, probably $10 to $14. And again, this is probably a hobbyist piece. It's not done very well. The eyes are really freaky. So that'll probably be maybe an $8 to $10 item, but it's a little candy lidded dish. And then these darling little planters. This one is absolutely adorable. It's a little baby duck and it has that really cute face. And I believe this was Shawnee. I attributed to Shawnee. Look at his cute little tail. He's so cute. That's a cute little planter. And then the little baby lamb planter. That cute face. And the little duck planter. So a lot of these items, it wasn't really obvious in the listing that they were even included. One is a rarer tin litho cart. It's got wooden wheels. You can see it's got a little metal wheel on the front here. It's got some nice graphics. And then this little cart with some eggs in it. So that's cute. This one might go up to $45. So that could be a good one. And then this one, I think it's funny how this one was not shown at all. And this is probably one of the better items. This might be German, I'm not sure, but the way that this cart is constructed is very similar to some of the Putz nativity things that I've sold in the past. There is a hole in the front, so he could be a pull toy, but it's kind of very primitive folk art bunny pulling his little wooden trailer there. So that is that lot of vintage Easter. We had a lot of really nice items, and for $84, I think we should be able to double or triple our money. And those tin litho and mercury glass eggs are already sold, so we already made some of our money back. So as I was taking photos of all of these items, I realized I never showed this item as part of that lot. It is a bisque antique German bunny pulling his egg cart, and it is actually have a mark on the bottom. I was able to see the letters G-E-R and Y, so I believe it is German. So this is a really nice old item. So the second lot we bought was the chalkware and paper mache candy containers, and I won it for $100 plus the 20% premium was $120. And this particular lot, they had a ton of pictures. So you see the main picture and then the detailed pictures of all of the items. So I knew exactly what I was getting. So those are the 3 items that I really wanted, and then these other items will just add to the profit. And here is the lot. So the 3 items that I spoke about, this is the first one. This is an antique German candy container. And you can see by the wooden legs and the glass eyes that is typical of a German figure. Now it has this little collar around the neck, and you can see a very subtle German stamp in the purple there. It would have had probably more coloring originally, maybe a gray or a tan on the back, but now it kind of just looks gray. It has a little bit of pink by the ears, but it is in fairly good condition. And that's a nice item. That should be around $120 item. So this next item has a little bit of a hot pink coloring on it. If you look close at the texture, it kind of looks like a paper towel, and that is made out of paper mache pulp that's poured into a mold. It's in pretty good condition. It has the basket in the back where your candy would be. So I probably will be taking these bows off because they're just in rough condition. The third item I really wanted was this adorable little bunny container. His head comes off just like the other one, but he has this charming grin, and he's considered anthropomorphic, which is when you give human qualities to an animal. He has paw over paw on the umbrella in the front. He's just got a really great face. He does have some cracking on the front of there. And he has this cute little backpack that kind of looks like a nut. So he is marked Germany, made in Germany on the bottom, and that is a really great item. And those are pretty highly sought after because they're pretty rare. This is a composition, so a combination of paper pulp and paint. And then I'm not sure what the basket's made out of. It feels like paper pulp, but it's just a different texture, so I'm not real sure about that. It's definitely not wood. Yeah, I think it's still just paper pulp, but it's really detailed. So that's kind of a neat little item. That again might be German, but this one does not have any markings. But that's very old, you can just tell. These two roosters are also composition. So you can kind of see on the bottom that they have some kind of paper pulp base, and then they have this more shiny paint on top that makes it kind of seem like it might be chalkware. And you could see that little chip there made me think it was chalkware, but it is not. It's just the paint chipped off of the composition base. Those are cute items, maybe $20 for the two of those. And then we have Donald Duck, little chalkware carnival prize, maybe $10 for him. And then we have this little guy here who is a bobblehead rooster or chicken rooster. And this has one chip on the base, but that's really not too bad. The rest of it seems in pretty decent condition. You can also see the support that goes all the way up through it when they put it in the mold. So that's a telltale sign that it's chalkware as well. And then I've got these two little fuzzies or flocked ducks. They have metal feet, so those won't be a very big item. So that was that lot. The next lot that I purchased was tin litho bird toys, and I won that for $80 plus 20%. That's $96. I paid up for this one because of that beautiful orange Halloween candy container. Those can sell for about $70, so I wanted to get this lot. There's also these hens that lay eggs, and I will show those to you a little bit later. And then these antique tin wind-up toys. So I'm going to have a project with some of these because they were not working when I opened up the lot. So that is the risk you take with some of these older toys. So this is that lot, and the ones on the left here I will need to work on. This bird is actually working. This one works but is a little bit stubborn. The penguin does not work. I had it working one time and I can't make it work again. And then this raspberry, I actually started taking it apart so I could look at the mechanism inside and try and fix it, but this little wheel is not actually winding up. But the other items in this lot, I should be able to make my $96 back on just these items. So we've got the Halloween cat. He would have originally come with a little pumpkin basket that he was holding. So I will look around in my inventory to see if I have one of those laying around. I got a cute little whistle and a little hard plastic bunny. Those will just be added probably to another lot. And then these great hens that lay eggs. This one lays glass eggs, and his little wings go out when he lays the egg. The egg comes out the bottom. So they are spring-loaded inside, and you put the eggs back in by pressing down the feet like that and putting the eggs back in. And then these other ones have little plastic eggs. They're super cute. So those are cool items, and some of them actually have the brand written on the side. You can see that kind of faintly there. So I should be able to get my money back with just these items, and then this will be the profit. And I will work hard on those to get them in working order so that my profit is even better. So this next lot, you'll see, as I page through here, you'll see some other things that I won that are Christmas, and I will feature those in a different video. But I got a lot of great vintage Christmas from this same auction. So this is the last lot of Easter. They're paper mache Easter eggs. I won them for $45, plus the 20% commission is $54. So I breezed through the pictures real quick, and I saw the Western Germany marks, and I saw this egg with the contents, so I knew I had a good lot. These, I could tell by the photos that some of these were a lot older. These two were older, and some of these can sell up to $75 to $100. Now these other ones, this tin litho is actually a wind-up music box, but it does not work, and it has a couple dents in it, so I'll be lucky if I get $10 for this. So, but it is really pretty. And these are more modern. They do say West Germany on the inside. For some of these, when you open them up, you'll see this print and the lace on the inside. Now this one was marked, yeah. This one's marked Western Germany on the side here. So that, I mean, that does have some age, but it doesn't have that detailing on the edge on the outside that you really want to look for. That's more of like a Dresden die cut edging, which is what this one is. So I was really happy with this one. Some of the detail on the edge is missing, which happens a lot. But when you open this one up, it has the crepe paper inside. I've never actually seen one that actually had the contents in this good of a condition. So it has this kind of crepe paper ruffled, and then the original toys that it came with, doll and spun cotton chick and a little spun cotton bunny. So that one is probably gonna go for the most money because it has kind of an unusual, to find it all complete like this is unusual. So let me put that back together. And then this one is also unusual because it has, most of them open here at the seam, but this one opens up kind of like the Santa ones where you have a center tube that candy would have been in. So that's kind of unique. Got some good graphics on these. So I will probably sell those as a pair. And these are marked made in the German Democratic Republic. They have a really neat graphic on the inside. So those are cute. Let's see, these ones I believe are, this one is actually in the actual pattern here. You can say made in Western Germany. So I might sell these together too. This one's really sweet with the sailboat. This one has a little bit of wear on it. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. So I'll have to fix this cardboard so that that's sellable. It does have a string to be hung as an ornament. And then this little lamb has an indent on the bottom, but that's just so that it sits flat. It's not a flaw. And again, this has that pretty print on the inside that says made in Western Germany. So that's a really nice lot for $54. And then there's this more modern egg with glitter on a chocolate bunny on top, and it is marked on the bottom. Heather Myers. So I did look this brand up, and there are other ones out there. There's not an egg like this, but there are some other pieces that she has made that are on eBay. So that should be able to sell as well. So that's a nice lot. And here are some of the listing photos of our vintage Easter items from this online auction. If you are interested in shopping our eBay store, I will put the link in the description below. I think we found some really great items at this online auction. I will be doing a video on how to find online auctions in your area. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are interested in seeing future videos. You can also follow Lanchester Finds on Facebook. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know if there are any other kinds of videos you'd like to see.